What's up, good people? How's everybody doing today? It's a snowy day outside, but it's still beautiful. It is Michigan, and this is typical. I am into all things politics. I didn't know this about myself until just recently. As a matter of fact, um, I would, of course, when it was time to vote for a candidate, I would pray and ask God who I needed to vote for and allow God to speak to my heart about it. But in 2025, when President Donald Trump was elected, I decided that I was not going to be fed information, but I will find out like straight from the source myself. I wanted information so that I could take it in and I can digest and use my critical thinking to see if this was something that was good or bad. So with that being said, I follow many platforms. I follow the Republican page, I follow the Democrat page, I follow different senators, I follow people here locally in Michigan. I follow because I want to know. I'm going to look into the matter. I want to be an informed voter. I don't want to be ignorant because the reality is many people have come into power and many people have benefited off of the ignorance of the people. That's how people stay in power, when you are ignorant on a matter. But I've been watching the posts that have been coming from the page. I don't know who runs the page, but what is clear to me is whoever's running it wants to control what you think. And that's scary to me. Look at this. Look at this post right here. So you see what it says. It says, since being under Donald Trump, the United States, our national debt is up. And this is where I want you to pay attention. It says it's up by $2.2 trillion, an accumulation of $1 trillion in debt, the largest and the fastest in American history. So if you are anything like me, this is how your mind thinks. First of all, we have $2.2 trillion in addition to what already exists. So I'm like, wait a minute, $2.2 trillion on top of what oh God. Okay, well, like, what's happening? Like, so I'm automatically thinking about, oh my God, panic, right? But then I took a look at this because I'm going to investigate the matter. Look at what this says. Okay, so as you can see, I popped literally that message itself, that post itself in ChatGPT to see what ChatGPT said. ChatGPT says, as you can see here, the spirit of the claim is directionally right on the fact that it is the fastest non-pandemic, revenue. However, it says it's not a clean, stable fact for the following reasons. And it says all of it, it's $2.2 trillion is at best a rough estimate. But if you do your due diligence and you search, you're going to find that, number one, it's less than 2.2 trillion. A half truth is a whole lie, right? Half truth is a whole lie. So, okay, so it's not $2.2 trillion. It's more like 1.7 to $2 trillion. Also, what we're not considering, or what, the average American, the average voter may not be aware of, is that you pay interest on the debt you've already accumulated. So, to my original point, it says the post says it has went up by $2.2 trillion. So that's a lie, because if it was $2.2 trillion in debt, it should be higher. Okay. And then on top of that, there's so many factors in here that contribute to our debt going up, including the fact that we have interest. We have to pay interest on debt. So it just makes me wonder, like, why do you want to control what I think? Why can't you just give me information and let me make decisions about the information that you give me? Why do you have to spin a narrative? Why do you have to do the thinking for me and then put it out there like that. I'm afraid, right? Not me, but I'm talking about other people, other Americans. We're afraid. We don't know where our next meal is coming from. Like, while we're not living in a pandemic, we actually are kind of living in a pandemic, because what is happening right now in this political climate is a non-medical pandemic with all of the back and forth. Like, why would you want to control what I think? That's witchcraft. And I don't do witchcraft. I have a few other posts that I've taken and broke down. Like, here's what I can tell from whoever runs this page. These people prey on ignorance. They give you pictures, they give you words, no context, just captions and vibe, and they let you take the ball and run with it. You deserve honesty. You deserve truth. I'm going to require it. Like I said, this Democratic Party ain't my grandma's Democratic Party. This is not what or who the types of candidates she voted for. I don't know what's going on, but I pray for a change and some accountability across all political parties. All right. Y'all have a good day.